should talk black.
He said anyone
No,
that
they're
says
gathering.
bad about it isn't.
They're gathering information. This is Scientology intelligence, and you see, she has a Navy shit, so this is actually naval intelligence, aka Scientology, gathering information on anyone.
Evil person, and they've obviously got huge crimes that they're hiding. Our job.
They obviously have huge crimes that they're hiding. That's funny.
Find out what those crimes are. He listed out the various agents.
He's talking about the only thing they talk about is people who come against Scientology, but they're also talking about us, that we come against Scientology because we're not of Scientology. So they have faults on us, and they feel as though we're criminals, and they need to dig deep and find something out about us.
In which they wanted coverage. Coverage is when you just have a person in that company and they are your eyes and ears. These are called your sleeper agents. We would like you to become one.
Sleeper agents, when they're in their company and they just become these people eyes and ears. So now she's going to go and be sleeper agents. The reason she's a sleeper agent because she's asleep. Because someone who is woke will not do that. It's acting like it doesn't want to work. See this shit? Yeah, YouTube likes to play with me.
Against Scientology. He said anyone that would say something bad about it is an evil person.
Anyone.
And they've obviously got huge crimes that they're hiding. Our job is to find out what those crimes are.
And their job is to find out what the chosen's crimes are. Even if you do not have any crimes against you, they will make them up, or they will cause them to happen. There are a group of females who went to prison, lost their children, went through total hell behind a man that they thought came to help them out. You know, they were targeted already, but some people, you can't tell them they're targeted. They don't want to hear that. So they get with these guys who more so are informants. They set your ass up. And then the police come into your house. A couple of these girls know them personally. And the police did them the same way. The guy is not even there. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And they don't even know the guy has drugs in the house. Couple of these girls, this happened to, they knew the guy was selling drugs, but they told the guy he could not bring any of the drugs in her house because she has children, but he did it anyway. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, her house was rammed in by police. And if you listen to these girls, they'll tell you it's as though the police knew where the drugs were. But hey, now you're in prison. You're doing prison time for the drugs. They took your babies, and your life's a living hell. That's why it's not a good thing to want to have the money of a drug dealer. A drug dealer is someone that he's not just killing those in the neighborhood, but he's killing the fiber of this whole nation. But Scientology is the biggest drug dealer in the world.
He listed out the various agencies in which they wanted coverage. Coverage is when you just have a person in that company and they are your eyes and ears. These are called your sleeper agents. We would like you to become one of those people.
They would like her to become a sleeper agent.
So I applied for the job as a secretary at a
She would apply for a job as a secretary, as I told you. You don't know who's who. These motherfuckers, they have agents every fucking where. You don't know who's who. It's a Social Security board. You're being targeted. It's a CIA agent. They went there. They applied for the job. They're going to get the job. Of course, it's Scientology. They just need to get this goddamn information. So they need one or more on the inside.
I got the job. Hi, Mary.
She got the job in a mental hospital. Now, this reminds me of Granite Flats. Granite Flats is a short series that came on TV. And it's military, but it's the Army, and this is the Navy. And it's about MK Ultra. It's about them putting people under mind control. They even seem to have had the nurse under mind control to carry out what they wanted her to do. You know, you just have to watch Granite Flats. I think there's 3 years of it. I forget what you call it. They come on every year, but it only came out for 3 years.
Psychiatry was the sole cause of the degeneration of life on planet Earth. Is that what I said?
You heard her? This is the sole cause of the degeneration of planet Earth. Scientology.
I was part of Scientology's war against the entire mental health field. I was a spy for them.
And you see how innocent she looks? Dangerous USA, Dangerous Persuasions, USA and Esau. She's like a fucking puppet. Going and doing the goddamn bidding. See, there you go with the word believe. Nancy believes the Church of Scientology will save mankind. She said mankind too. They're out to only save themselves. They're mankind. And in the word believe is to bring into existence the lies. B means to bring into existence. The next word you have is lie. And they're helping to do so. I mean, mankind is the one that is killing everyone. You know, they make the decisions for wars, and they're in charge of just, they're in charge of every fucking thing. Now all of a sudden they want to save the world. Yeah, for themselves. And now they played a big time game with us, dealing with the Nation of Islam. So now the melanated ones, and they feel so sorry for them. After a while, they will see, they will go back into slavery. A lot of the executives, it took years and years before they were treated the way they treated others. And those in Scientology will treat their own the same way. You know, that the pink man, he treated them, and the next thing you know, that one ass is up in the hole too. Because a man without a conscience cannot be righteous, nor can he be moral. And a man without a conscience is apathetic. He doesn't give a fuck about you. You'll see what they're going to do to her. She is now a spy for them. So she's a spy for them in a hospital. Can you imagine how many other spies they have around? They have them everywhere. What she did, they want to call it a spy, this and that, but it's called infiltrating. They just infiltrated this mental hospital.
Mental health center. I was looking for people that might harm Scientology.
Oh, you're going to look for people in a mental health center that may harm Scientology. They send her to the mental health center because those who leave Scientology, they need to go to a mental health clinic, because a center or hospital, because their minds are fucked up. So now they need to go. That's why they sent her, so she can give information on those. But she's not going to tell you. I was sent there to you know, to pick up information on those who left Scientology and needed to go to the mental institute hospital because soon what goes around comes around.
Security in Ward 3. Scientologists believe there's such a thing called a suppressive person. Suppressive people are intent on just doing harm.
And she's so goddamn innocent.
Personnel files of all kinds of psychiatrists. Now just slip one or two of those files in my bag. I'd go home for the night. They would be copied. I'd bring the original file back in the morning.
And you see how cordial she was? To even touch her. Good night. See, if these people touch you, things can happen to you that's really bad. That's why I don't like people touching me. I don't. I don't like people hugging me. I'll give you a high five, but I'm not going to shake her hand. I'll give you a high five. That's really quick, you know, but maybe a Thetan can drop out of them onto me just by a high five. She's filled with Thetans. Most pink people are filled with Thetans. If pink people actually go back into their past life, all they see is them killing the melanated man because that's all they ever did. They're not killing the melanated man, they're killing their own because that's all they ever did. That's what they're doing to her. They're killing her right now, and she's filled with smiles and don't know that she's dead, walking in the graveyard for Scientology.
Scientology taught me you can do anything as long as it destroys an enemy of Scientology.
You can do anything as long as it destroys the enemy of Scientology. That's their fair game practice. Although the fair game practice, they were supposed to, they were told by courts that they had to take that fair game practice out. But they did anything. They kept it. They took it out, but they still kept the practice. You don't have to have words to practice some shit. You heard what she told you, what Scientology told her. Long as you fuck up the enemy.
At the Better Business Bureau, at the American Psychiatric Association, and at the Attorney General's office.
Now, let's go back because you have got to hear this. You have got to hear this.
Scientology taught me you can do anything as long as it destroys an enemy of Scientology. We had coverage at the Better Business Bureau, at the American Psychiatric Association, and at the Attorney General's office.
And at the Attorney General's office, and everywhere else.
Scientology knew everything.
They knew everything.
Okay, Nancy, I have a job for you.
I was told there's this woman named Paulette Cooper. She wrote a book called The Scandal of Scientology.
Badly written.
If you write a horrible book on Scientology, automatically you're evil. My guardian, he said,
She's coming to Boston to meet
Her
with
guardian.
we need to follow her.
Giving us to you.
And then he listed out
They even sent her away. They sent her to Boston. And then they give you a folder. And that's what the girl told me. They gave her a folder on me. But she confessed to me. But she never said who it was. Scientology or whoever it was. She had secrets and she didn't want them to know. Now I'm starting to think. And she didn't want them to tell her secrets to the world. I'm starting to think she was with Scientology. But she did tell me, you know, that she was to put on me, to befriend me, to also spy on me, to give them information back. And this is something they wanted me to do, a melanated couple. This was years ago, and I didn't even listen to the rest of what they're saying. I know I could have got paid to do it, but I told them no. No, I had too many children anyway to be trying to run around and fuck other people's life up. But at the time, I didn't take it as though it was going to be fucking up anyone's life.
exactly what she was going to be wearing.
She was wearing a tailored yellow suit, modern cut, cream blouse, peach scarf.
And suddenly I'm thinking, what if I lose her? Because to have lost her would have been to let everybody down.
With her trench coat on.
The next morning,
I
saw
spy.
her at the train station. Oh my god, she's wearing exactly what I was told she was going to wear.
How did they know exactly what she was going to wear? It has to be someone around her that helps her to prepare her outfit for the next day. There's someone else around her. There's a part of the Church of Scientology. This other girl, this guy named Tom, him and his wife disappeared. But Tom's wife was this girl's handler. And when I saw that picture, she's some kind of movie star or something. I don't remember her name. But when I saw that picture that she was always around this certain movie star, I said, yeah, you never know what Scientology will be. You never know.
Years later, I found out the man that she was living with was a Scientology spy.
See, I told you it had to be someone. The man who she was living with was a Scientology spy. And that shit happens to a lot of females. They just don't know it.
After getting a lot of phone calls and letters from people having serious
This is the real Paulette.
I got so much information that it became my first book. They really turned out to be much worse than anything I even imagined.
Scientology turns out to be much worse than she could imagine. And me too, I never knew all this shit was going on in Scientology. I just never knew it.
But never told anybody before. I'd only seen it in the movies or on TV, so I tried to stay a distance. I was aware that somebody was following me along Hubbard Road to do noisy investigations of people. You were supposed to know that you were being harassed.
He said, do noisy investigations of people. You are supposed to know that you are being harassed. This girl knew nothing about following anyone. That's why they sent her out. Because they wanted her to know that she was being gang stalked. Because you only see one doesn't mean that there's not another one that's gang stalking her. In this it's like what is it called, a reenactment. She doesn't know that someone is actually following her too. She doesn't know that, so she's only putting her in the scene as though she's the only one that's following Paulette.
They were writing my name up on men's bathroom walls, so I would get these awful phone calls.
I met this girl. She was talking about how her name. She went to where did she go? It's somewhere in California. I don't remember where she said she went, but somewhere in California. And she said her name was scrawled across the walls in 2 or 3 bathrooms in the town she went to. She didn't live there. She was going to visit to see if she wanted to live there. But when she saw her names across the bathroom, she decided that was not a place for her to live.
They were sending smear letters about me.
Smear letters.
Said that I had venereal disease, that I had sexually molested a 2-year-old baby boy.
And see, this is the same thing that happens to targets. And my son, this is part 2. I'll come back tomorrow. She'll talk her out.